Okay, so you know that you have to draw a file view by ID again and again, right? So that you get file the view from the XML and then get it out and then cache it into your type. But using butter knife, you have a beautiful syntax, right? For example, have an activity, and using this, you don't have to write file view by ID again and again. Okay, so you just what you have to do is just declare this annotation by view something and put in here the ID of your view, and then you just go pattern by this or by this with view or fragment. We'll learn fragment later, and then it's just gonna go into your view, find the view and assign it here for you. Okay, so for people who already know pattern, can I put this? It's working? It's not working. Why? It's not working. Why? We need to put it at public or default. It's nothing. Because when you do a build, actually, when you see annotation in Android or Java, you will know that when you run your project, they're gonna build some code for you. They're gonna generate some code for you. So actually, Butter Knife is just gonna build the code for you. They write a file view by ID for you under the hood. So if you want to know, just you have a build library, a build folder over here. Just click on it and find the generated, I believe, the source, ABT, and activity something, and you will see that is this what button I build for you. So you see that when you do buy something, okay, it's gonna generate this class for you. So it's actually gonna read into your annotation. It's gonna read into your annotation. It's gonna bring out. It's gonna get the ID of your code and get the and then when you do buy this here, it's gonna do you pass in the object, right? You pass in the activity, and by this, it means you pass in the activity like a target, right? And then it just call the target dot article and then file view by ID for you. Okay, let's take a look. So the target here is the shared activity. You see, the shared activity here is a target, and you see that target dot rv article. You see, so if you put in here private, what happening? See, it's not gonna work. See, the red line over here, it's not gonna work, right? Because you put it in private. So you have to put in here public or default. Okay, so you already, what difference between public and default? You know, in Java, public and default. Default means you don't have any prefix. Sorry, default. Yeah. How about public and default? What is the difference? Public is mean you can touch it from everywhere. Default is mean you can only touch it in the same bucket. In the same bucket. Okay. So if you take a look in here, the bucket is here. CoderNews.activity. In here you will see that it generates the code in the same bucket. Okay, the same bucket. The same bucket. Only class in the same bucket can have ability to touch default. If not in the same bucket, it could not touch the default. Okay, okay, okay. So for example, I have this search activity. Okay, so if I have a different bucket like this guy adapter, if I have search activity something, and I try to dot target, every article, you see that I don't have ability to touch every article. New. Yeah, it's red. See, but in the same buckets, you see, have ability to do this. Okay, so keep that in mind for Java. And then finally, it's the confine require view as type. What? Let's dig in. File view by ID. Okay. Okay. It's code for you. So as an Android developer, you have ability to know all of this, to understand what's happening under the hood, to learn from it. iOS developer, no, they're not that smart. Just code, read the guideline, and try to generate an application. You have ability to know everything of the Android open source. Okay, check that. Okay, okay. I go back to the slide. And then yeah, you can use banana from now. Just buy your view, remove all the 5 view ID, by the way. But the trade-off is the view time is slow. I'm gonna generate all of these class for you. So binding view something, and it's pretty slow. Slow the view time. Okay. Okay, it's trade-off, pros and cons. And you can also have data binding. So I just introduced here. I'm not gonna do coding. So data binding in Android is pretty famous from 2015, I believe. So using Android data binding, you learn web, right? You know web, right? You no you know web programming, right? Yes. So you know that in web programming we have ability to do something like this, right? Like HTML, render server, kind of. So in Android you have to do all by Java, right? So if you use this library provided by Google, you can have ability to just buy the data right inside your XML. Okay? So you just import the view, do it at home. Okay? If you love, you do it at home. I don't have time, but I want to introduce so that I can inspire you guys. So you just learn it at home. You just import the data. Remember to add the library from here, and then you have ability to just Android test something at user.firstname. Kind of pretty nice. And the trade-off is it's gonna generate a lot of code for you. Okay? It's under the hood. It's gonna generate a bunch of class in Java to have this. Okay? Nothing for free. So take in mind the build time will be slow. Okay? But easier to learn, easier to code, less boilerplate code. No by view ID. Okay? Great. Question? Question? Okay. And then today we're gonna learn a little bit about action bar, bundle, intent, some basic stuff. Some of you may already know. So the action bar is just the part on the top, you see, and you have action menu, so that you can touch it. It's some convenient action, so that the user can touch it. Okay, and so working with I cannot make the slide bigger because it may cancel my screen recording. So working with action bar, you just declare something like this. You have XML file located in the menu, right? And you just have a menu tag, and for each item or action menu, you have declare an item with icon, the click listener, the title, /action ID. Okay, I'll go to detail later. And then when we want to initiate it, you can have on-create option menu from activity, right? And in activity, just override on-create option menu, try to inflate it. Okay, so whenever you want to turn an XML into a view, inflate. Okay, and inflate is slow because it will dig into the XML, read the XML, process, and try to code Java code to create a view. So everything is Java. XML is just a way that you can code interface easier, kind of. And the action bar. So you already know the theme, right? So it's located in style over here. So you already have no action bar and normal theme, right? So when you have normal style, you can get action bar. But if you have no action bar style, okay, no action bar style, this method gonna return new. So keep in mind. Pretty sure what are you doing with the Android manifest? What is the theme over here? So I don't have theme in here, so it means the theme is the app theme, right? So they have action bar by default. Okay, so if you're using no action bar, so keep in mind that this method is gonna return new. Okay, and then you can hide set title, subtitle, so something convenient method. Okay, and when you use a select an item from option menu, you have an option item selected, right, over here. So you can just start on option item selected. You have that, and then you only have to do is just switch item dot get item ID, and then do many case. Okay, so where is the item ID? The item ID is just something over here on top. Over here, the ID over here. So you just click the ID, and so you know that what button user currently clicking on, and then you're gonna do appropriate action for that. And intent, who knows intent? What is intent used for? Who knows? What is intent? What is intent?
Intent used for
New activity.
As extra.
Yeah. So it's a way to navigate between different activity. Okay. So there are two types of intent. Who knows? There are two types of intent. Yes, implicit and explicit. So what is the difference between implicit and explicit intents? You know.
Explicit is defined for some particular application to open.
Yep.
To process it.
Yes.
And implicit is just for everything.
Yeah. So implicit intent is when some application have public their activity, so that you can code from it, right? And explicit intent is the intent to code between your own activities. Okay. Explicit intent is the intent to code between your activity, navigate between your activities, and implicit intent is, for example, you want to open activity to have a camera, have a videos, kind of. You just fire an intent, and it's gonna open a pop-up with list on the activity that can handle that intent. For example, open camera. So open camera, we have on Android camera, maybe WeChat, maybe Facebook can open camera. Something, some other application can register that intent and export that activity. And then when you call that intent, it's gonna pop up windows, so that you can choose what to do next. Kind of. For example, I have an example here for you on review. Take a look at Android manifest. So for explicit intent, for example, I want to open a detailed activity, right? So what I pass in the intent is just the class, detail activity dot class, something like that, and the same for edit, right? For implicit intent, we have, for example, I want to open the phone, and then I also want to make the phone tie in for me the number. It's my phone number, okay? And I want action view. Okay, so in Android, they have activity to open the phone, and they only register the action view, okay? And they also know that with this prefix of data, okay, you really kind of data with some, description, so that you can check out that description and decide what activity, what the next action you want to take. For example, telephone, and you also have action call. So when you open the activity, you just right away call this number. So here it just, you gotta tie in your number, show the phone, and let you click the call button. In here, you just call the button, make a call right away. Okay, so let's see a demo. And in here, for explicit intent, right? You just create intent with the source is this activity, and the destination is the detail activity, right? And then it's gonna fire this intent. Same here. Okay, let's take a look. More option is send an email. So you know that there's a lot of options that could send an email, right? So you can put in here some extra. So this guy is like a protocol, right? So every email application like Gmail, Yahoo Mail will implement an activity to send mail and gonna confirm into these extra. So you just put in here this extra, and they will try to parse the information and put it on the screen for you for free. Okay. So let's take a look. And open camera, action image capture, open videos, action video capture. You see, implicit intent. Okay. For example, I want to do a call phone. Yeah, just call right away, right? Or I just want to open the phone. Okay. So I'm gonna open the phone, type in the number for me. Okay, but it's not gonna call right away. Okay, and then I can do, open camera to take a picture, right? Open videos to take videos, kind of implicit intent. Okay, implicit intent, navigate to activity that's not yours. Explicit intent, navigate to activity that's created by you. Okay, and many more. Okay, so let's try the emails. So it's gonna open up pop-up over here. So you can see that there is many applications that register for this intent. Okay, so the intent is you want the time it has planned and you want to send it with action send. So many applications have already registered for it. For example, Gmail. So when you click on it, it's gonna have a subject over here, extra text, a body something, and extra email something. Kind of. It's already filled in for you. And if you want to create user, you just intend create user. Okay. So this code is all available. You don't have to write yourself. I have a GitHub repository so that you can take a look at it. So I put it in here, right? So I'm gonna put it in. Please join lecture 2 if you don't. Here, okay, great. So take a look at home, okay? And open data picker, open time picker, kind of. So if you take a look in here, I'm gonna go back. Sorry, right. Go back. Send email. You see here? This is my own application, right? My own application over here. So what is happening? So I have a send activity, right? And I register using intent filter for action send, okay? And I also want the data type is test plan, okay? So by register this, and we're gonna register this activity under the hood for you. And then when you fire an intent, if that match the intent filter, it's gonna pop up in the list. So the intent activity here I want to register, right? And then it's created by myself. Okay, kind of. So I just take out the extra that sent from the sender, the intent, the activity, and I just display it. The toast, the body, subject, email, kind of. So if you want this activity to be public for all the people to use, like Gmail, I believe that you can have an exported true. It means the activity can be called by another application. So another application try to send an email, and your activity is gonna be in the list. Okay, something in the pop-up like that. Sorry. Question? Question? Easy, right?
I want to open some clip to open
Often. What's it often?
open on this on that's not
Is it Vietnamese? Can you just say Vietnamese?
tức là nếu tạo một cái clip từ sách để ảo mở email
Okay, great. So we have something like query intent. We have something very advanced. Let me remember. Query intent. Result info. I gotta show it for you. I have a keyword. Query intent Android. Good question. A bucket manager. Great. So you have bucket manager. Bucket manager in Android. You can get it to the context. I believe. Get bucket manager, and in here you can do query intent activity. Yeah. See, you can query intent activities. You put in intent of flags. So Flags is just some kind of filter you can learn about it later. So let's see. Let's take a look. So this method will return for you a list of result info, right? Query intent. So you want a list of application can send an email, right? So you put in here the intent like the intent like action send, and test plan, right? You have that intent. You just put it in here. Put it in where is it? Yeah, put it in this method. Okay, and it's gonna return for you a list of result info. So the result info can have a lot of stuff. So in here, in the result info, new something. You can, have an activity info. In here, you're gonna have icon, I believe. You can check an icon out. You can check a label out, I believe. Yeah, load label. Put in the bucket manager. So it's gonna return a label. That's the name of the application. And you can also have load icon, I believe. Yeah, bucket manager. And you're gonna return a drawable. See? And you can have a list of applications. Right? And you can keep this information so that later you click on the application to open it easily. Good question. Question? So by doing this, you see that you can build your own launcher, right? Who already use launcher in Android? Custom launcher. You just go to the Play Store. You don't like your launcher, download something. So the launcher, if you take a look, the launcher is an activity. Okay. So this is an activity. Okay, this is an activity. Okay, this is an activity. Believe? Try it at home. Take a look. It's an activity. So launcher is just an activity with some higher permission to draw over everything. Kind of. So you see that Android allow you to do result enforcement like that. You can check our own application, display it on the screen. Try to navigate it, use like a launcher, like this. It's on Android code. You can do it. Okay, that's something I'm currently doing at my company. So I try to turn a mobile device into a laptop. Okay. Question? We good? Okay. Okay. We're running out of time. So intent with result. Start activity with result. Who know? What is it for? Start activity for result, right? Start activity for result when you already did that on the pre-work, right? When you start an activity and you want some data coming back. For example, you want to edit an item and you want that data come back, and you use that data to update your list of items. Kind of, okay? So you just use start activity for result, okay? And before you finish the activity, you just want to set the result and set some data and going back. You can take a look on Codebug or in the internet. So on activity result is on the activity that you're gonna receive. For example, on activity result, right? So you have request code so that you can differentiate between different requests to activity result, start activity for result, and you have result code is cancel or okay, right? And data. So you can take the data out and proceed it. I gotta pass this because it's pretty easy. You can take a look at home. And finally, serialize. So who know the difference between serialized object and parcelable object? So serialized object is Java object that can be serialized into some type of message, maybe string, I don't remember, some type of message, and you just put it away into send it away, navigate to many activity, and you can check it out and deserialize it back to your object and use that. So parcelable is the same mechanism but much better, faster, optimizer in Android. Okay, so you can choose serialize. Maybe you have small object, just want to serialize. You're lazy, you don't want to write many code. When you want to use parcelable, you have to write more code. Or you can just look a library on the internet. Okay, they gotta do some annotation and they're gonna generate code for you. We don't have to write it. Yeah, kind of. For example, I have this user object implement serializable, and then when you use the intent to pass this object away, you just put extra, okay? And then when you pass it away, just get it out easily, okay? But it's not so fast. Serialize is not pretty fast and optimized for Android. So in Android, we use parserable. When you implement a parserable, you have to implement write to parcel and read from parcel. Okay, I'm gonna demo it later. Okay, and many stuff kind of. Okay, I'm gonna demo it later. So I turn off the slide here and start doing the assignment. Great assignment. Turn it off. Okay, so in this week we are doing some New York Times article. So again, we have an API which is move from it and try to play with it and display the data. Yeah. And in this time, I try to do code in recycle view. So we already know that how list view working, how convert view working, how we should avoid file view by ID, how we should store the view holder so that we don't need to recreate again and again and put pressure on the garbage collection. We already know that, but there's a lot of boilerplate code, right? So we want to switch into something new, recycle view. So actually under the hood, they did everything for you. Convert view, view holder, check it, store it, keep reference, don't go on file view by ID again. Yeah, they do everything for you, and it's easier to code with. Okay, so again, I got file readme over here. Try to open it, and a lot of stuff, right? Just copy all of this, and because this lecture is really long, so I only have some code here. Okay, it's not that much, but I want to show you. So in here, I have an API ready. In CoderSchool. So you can also find it here. The article search somewhere. I think there is a URL in here. Can be found in here. See? You can just click in here. You're gonna have a sample data for you. Okay, so let's take a look. So if we have our status, copyright, response, object, right? And meta. We don't need meta. And a list of article. So your mission is just display a list of article, and then we have ability to sort it. Okay, for example, in here, when you click on this icon, sort icon here, and you have ability to just query a begin day. Sorry. So in begin day, when you click on it, it's gonna show a daytime picker or time picker. Okay. So if you take a look in my GitHub over here, I already have a demo for you about a library. So main activity over here, and we have time picker and day picker. I use a library in material design, so you take a look at home. Okay. So when user clicking on this edit test, and pop up the data picker, right? And you can choose from it, and you have sort order is a selector. So you click on it, it's gonna have many options like all this, the newest one kind of, and you can check in here to have a filter option, right? So filtering, you have a list of articles to display. You can have a shirt here or a shirt on the top. Yeah, so couple of steps. You can here activity, and you convert the shirt to the action bar, and then later we can turn it into a dialog. Not necessarily be an activity type. Okay. Sorry. Okay, we take 5-minute break. I'm so sorry, you have 5-minute break. Question? No? Thank you, man, you're the best. Minh ơi, mất điện rồi. Cái này giữ cho nó không rớt. Nãy đụng những cái dây này mà nó rớt. So please take a look at the assignment so that you can feel it, understand it. All we have to do is list list of article, and when you scroll down, you can load more article, and then you can do a short, through another activity or dialogue. Great. So we're gonna do coding now. Okay. So I have a project over here because it's a lot of stuff, so I have to code it a little bit. Okay. So we're gonna use recycle view. So I have a short activity over here. Can you see it? Is it hard to see? Is it hard to see? No? Hard to see? Is it easier to see? Okay, great. And I have a short activity here. So I have an API already set up. So last time you only learned about retrofit, right? So nothing new. It's just retrofit, JSON converter factory, okay, HTTP with the API key interceptor, add an API key, I view config, everything like in the past. Okay, and I have an API here to search for article. Okay, and a query map. Okay, so what is query map? So take a look in here. A query is, you see, after the URL is the question mark. Okay, the question mark. So here, the question mark begin the query map. So query map is just key value of a query map. So we have begin date, these guys. Okay, 2006 January 12. Short on this or late or new is something. Okay, new is, new is on this. And we have API key. We don't care about API key. We only construct that. And new text. Okay. So %20 is a blank space. Okay. So it's something like this. Okay. But when you put it in the URL, retrofit will encode it into %20 for you. So you don't have to worry about that. Okay. So I suggest for you guys a way to do this. I know this is pretty hard, but I'm not gonna code for you guys. You have to do it at home. So I introduce an object. Okay, an object. I introduce an object called search request. Okay. So I only implement boxable, but there's another object. We're gonna implement boxable, so I don't care about it for now. Okay. So the search request have a query. So a query over here somewhere. Back. I believe we have a query in for example, I care about article with Donald Trump. So here, so let's see Trump. Okay, so you have a ability to have a query in here. Query equal to Trump or tennis. Let's see. Who love tennis? Nah, no tennis. Yeah, you see that it's working, right? Somehow. Movies? No. Okay, kind of. So Trump is working. Yeah. And we have ability to have a query. So that is the query. The query you just search for Trump, for movies, for tennis, for football, kind of a begin date. And you see, when you have a dialogue, to click on it, fill in the begin date, or order is newest or oldest, right? And I have this object here, and this object will have, and then we have hash art is kind of, it's the information is this, you click on it or not, hash art, right? Hash fashion and style or hash block, kind of. So this object gonna hold this information, okay, kind of. And when you click on this screen, you play with the information, right? And then you just set that information in that object, right? And then on activity result, you pass the object back into the search activity. The search activity take the object out and do the real search form through the API. Okay, kind of. So it's hold the information, and we have Beijing. Okay, so you can do Beijing or not. It's up to you. Beijing is a little bit harder, but it's up to you. So you can learn, you can see that from Beijing. I'm gonna show you for you. So I have a 2-query map. So what is happening here? If we have a map, who know the map? What is a map in Java? Who knows? Raise your hand. So a map is just an object that holds key value. Okay, key value object. Key value, key value, key value. So for example, name is Kwon, last name is something, and yeah, kind of a query, yeah, a map, right? And then in here, we're gonna put in the map. When you call 2-query, we're gonna try to construct a hash map, right? Java, and we're gonna put in here. So if query not new, we put in the key is key, right? And the value query, the key is begin day, value, key, value, and final one is a little bit tricky. So you take a look in here, they have an example for you that if we have education, we're gonna have something like this. So the key is app query, and the value is new dash 2 dot and education with a blank space and health kind of. So I try to construct it the same way. That is here. So if we have art, and then we just plus in art, right? Sport plus in sport with the blank space. So you see here the blank space. See? So when you put it in retrofit, you're gonna do encoding for you into %20. You don't have to do it. Okay? Yeah. So I still show you the object. I know it's pretty hard. At home you can do by yourself. Maybe you can do JSON to convert an object, right? Because it's a little bit harder because we have this query is a little bit different than JSON. So I will show you here in the videos. If at home this field is too hard, just try to mimic me. Okay, that is search request. Okay, and then whenever we need to call the API, we just put in a search request and call the method. 2-query map, right? Just call this method. Okay, and let me show you. So in here I have an API created in retrofit way. I have a search request object, right? And then when I do searching, I just gonna put in here search request 2-query map. Okay? The search request have a lot of property, and they try to convert to combine them and create a final map with key value. And because it's key value, retrofit gonna try to convert it with key and value, right? And key and value, and and finally key and value, begin day, query, dex, and so on. Question? It's hard, I know. So at home, take a look at the video again. Yeah. So search request hold property like filtering, query, begin day, and they have a method 2-query map. Okay. In the 2-query map, we just try to convert all of these property into a map with key value, and then later retrofit gonna convert the query map into beautiful query string like this. Okay. Let's continue. And finally, I have some hard stuff here. So you see that every time you call an API, you have this annoying object. See? So maybe you don't want article search, you want something else. And if you notice, this API gonna return all on in this kind of format. Always have a response, a meta, a status, and a copyright. So if you're doing JSON, it's very annoying. Every time you create an object, you have to have an object with key response, and then inside that we have meta and docs, status, copyright. Every time a new API, you have an object with response and status, copyright again and again and again and again and again. Pretty annoying. So I introduce an advanced way for you to do that. So I have an API response here. It's just an object, a model with serial name. You already learned about that, right? So serial name, take in the response. Here the key response, and in here we have another object, right? So I don't know what type of object. Maybe it's a list of data. Maybe it's an object, a JSON object. So I just call it JSON object. Okay. You can do it by the way I show you, or just a normal JSON. Okay, I just want to do more advanced and more reality. Okay, so we also have status, right? So this object is pretty simple. We just care about response and status. We don't know what real object of the response. We just call it JSON object. Okay, and then do you remember that in retrofit util we have ability to intercept the request, add an API key, right? So we also have the ability to intercept the response. Okay, so in here in the last section, we intercept the request, we add an API key, and pass the request away, so that we don't have to add API key again and again for every method, right? So we also have ability to intercept a response. So when a response come back, we intercept it, we pass it into API response object like this. Okay, and then we just try to take the body out. Okay, so we only care about the body. It means the body of the response. We check it out, and we only care about the docs object or meta object. We don't care about response setter copyright, but we don't want to do it again and again. Okay, so we do something like this. We have interceptor. So API response interceptor. So again, you can do like me, or you can do by your style. Okay, I'm very open. You don't have to follow me. Okay, and then here again, I take the request out. I don't want to intercept the request, so I gotta process the request. So we have a response, right? Process it, and we have a request. Sorry, we have a response. So now the response is the whole object, right? First, we will try to parse it into API response. Okay, we only care about 3 fields: response, status, and copyright, right? We're gonna try to parse it into response object using JSON. So I already have a JSON object over here. So if you include the JSON convert factory, you're gonna have JSON object. Okay, it's just an object, and then it's gonna help you to convert a string into an object, right? So you see here is a string of JSON, right? You just got to convert it from, right? And for response, we already have the body, I believe, yeah, string, and then you have to pass in here, the API response. Fine. Yeah, like this. You parse a JSON string into an object, right? And then what we care about? We care about only the response object. Okay? So we get response, right? So the response here is just this JSON object. So I carefully check. It's just a careful way. We may not need that. So if the response is new, you just create a new one, an empty one, or we just return it. Okay. Okay. So at this time the get response is just this part. Okay. This object, right? This object in here. So by doing this, we don't have to have response and status copyright again and again for each model object, right? And then we're gonna JSON object, right? We don't need that. And then we're gonna build a new response and then pass it away. So remember, in the chapter you have. Oh, sorry. Last time I asked you guys to at home take a look at Java 8, right? So I gotta do this syntax. So this is Java 7. It means with new an interceptor. It's an interface, and it has a method, right, to intercept, right, and then you return a response. So if you configure Java 8, you're gonna have lambda syntax very lovely. So I'll show you guys. At home, you can go to GitHub lambda. If you don't like Java 8, you just go with Java 7. It's good enough. Retro lambda. So I always want to show you what really Android developer use in real life. So I'll push you into the limit. Okay. So you have here they have all the setup tasks step for you. If you don't like Java 8, yeah, keep this syntax. If you like Java 8, Alt Enter, not Enter, Alt Enter. Okay, bam, you have this. Okay, and then you need to construct a response object. Right? So we already know that we need a builder button, right? And then we need to put in the body. Okay, so this is a new body. So we already check the body out. We extract only the response object, and we need to construct a new body with only that object and pass it away, right? And so response body create. In the create method, you need to have media type and then a string content. So the media type is maybe you're parsing from a text, or maybe you're parsing on the XML, or maybe you're parsing on from a JSON. So I already have here for you a media type JSON. You just parse from a beginning something like this, and then just put in here and then put in the API response. Sorry, a string, right? Oh, we need a string, right? We need a string here. So again, use JSON from object to JSON, and just put in here the API response. Bam. Sorry, API response dot get response, right? And then we build it. Okay. Okay. So from here, take a look again. We're gonna add an interceptor here and put it here. Okay. So for now, we have ability to have this beautiful API. So this search result is only the docs, right? So if you don't follow me like that, you're gonna have something like every time you call an API, right? You have response something, right? And we're gonna have class and then response, right? In here you have res, right? And then we have status, string, sorry, and many more. And in the REST object, you're gonna have these guys, right? Very annoying if you don't use interceptor, right? And every time you call an API, you're gonna have this response REST, a class REST here, have a docs in here, and blah blah blah. So using interceptor, you know that you just check out the object, only extract the body, and pass it away. So we only care about the body. We don't care about the status and response type. So we're gonna have some beautiful object like this. Question? I know it's hard. At home, take a look at it again. Okay. If you don't want to use this style, you just use the style I just already code. Yeah. So let's see. Let's run it first. And then in the search result, in here we have a list of article, right? So in article, we'll take a look. So the article have information about web URL, snippet, paragraph, abstract, many information, and multimedia. So multimedia here is a list of objects. You see? So this list of objects had images. You see? Images. But if you take a look, it's not a full URL. You see? It's not a full URL. See? So I show you the way to get a full URL. So you just take this static base URL. Okay? Here. And then you concat this string. Bam. You have the images. Okay? Everything I say is from the video. So take a look at how. So in here we have an object. We only care about snippet. It means some title or something like that. A web URL. So later we can click on the item. We open a new activity, and then we show the URL to the web view. Do it at home. And we have a multimedia. And I say it's a list of media, right? And that media have URL type with basic information with URL, kind of. And I only check the information that I want. So if you take a look, here I use server name, right? Here I don't use server name. So it's gonna automatically check the URL name. Okay? So the URL is gonna try to map with this URL if you don't have server name. Okay? Couple of options. And in here, I'm gonna try to call the API the first time. So go to back to search activity, and then I have a search function over here, and I try to call it. So I set up API, just create a new search request and set up the API in a retrofit way, and then in here try to do it. So reset by here, just set the base to 0. Okay. So we have many base. When you scroll down on the bottom, we add more. We want to load more base, kind of. And then in here, I gotta do log the information. We know that we can serialize this, right? JSON, please to JSON, right? Set result, and we're good to go. Try to run it. And in Android, you gotta click verbals, pass in the filter, and wait. Okay, we have the docs, right? Great. Information in here in JSON. Great. So we know that the API is successfully, we have an object. Okay. So we're gonna do recycle view. Okay. So for recycle view, I have here active research. So take a look at the layout. It's not much. Okay. So we have relative layout. We have recycle view. We have progress bar. Okay. I think I should not do this. It's not really great. Okay, but anyway, so I have a progress bar over here. So the visibility is gone. Okay, so how do I show the visibility on the screen? I know that I need it to be gone, but I want to show from a design. How can I do it? Who knows? Change this visible, but I want to keep that. I only want to see it from a design. What should I do? Tools. Great. So I already need tools and visibility. Visible. Okay. So it's only showing here in the design mode. It's not gonna show when you run the code. Again, the tools. Okay. So actually it's gone. But using tool visibility, it just show here so that you can see that in the design mode. Okay. Okay, and then we have another progress bar at the bottom. Again, I have tools visibility equal to visible. Okay, so these guys, if you think that load more is too hard, just remove it. Okay, so if you think that you could do load more, put it here. Later, I gotta show you how to do load more. Okay, so it's gonna in the bottom. When you scroll down, it's gonna show up, and when it's finished loading the API, it's gonna hide away. Okay, and then we have a recycler view. Who don't know recycler view? Raise your hand. Okay, great. And then we gonna do recycler view. So we have in here an adapter, right? I already created an adapter for you, so we don't have much here. Okay. So again, when you create a recycler view, it's gonna ask you to provide information to implement some interface, some abstract method like this. Okay, so we know that we gonna need a list of articles, right? And so we could put it here final or not. It's up to you. So if I try to use final as much as possible. It's good for memory. And then from recycle view, we don't have context object. From list view or array adapter, we have context object, right? In recycle we don't have, so we have to pass in here a context object. Final, and then we have constructor like that. So you can do generate. I believe it's in Windows Shift N. Who knows? Who know the sorry? I don't know. Insert. Okay, I don't know. So you can just go here, preference, go to key map, and then try to search for a generator. Yeah. So from my command N. So what's your? Figure out yourself. And then you can construct the command A to select everything. Enter. Okay. And then in here, we return what? I go outside. Great. And then in this object, we're gonna have multi-view type, because not every view have the multimedia. So when you have a multimedia, you try to display the image, right? But if we don't have any media, we just have text, right? So there are two different view type over here. And then we're gonna have layout. So I only have one view type for you. It's just text, I believe, with a cut view. Okay, so you see the shadow lovely over here with the rectangle is a cut view. Okay, so you can have that in Gradle. I already imported for you. So I know that it's hard, so I'll copy and paste this into this guy. Okay, copy and paste or try newer version. It's up to you. Okay, every library put in here. Okay, great. And then we have a crack view over here. So this view is when you don't have any images. So you display like it. Okay, so I'll create another view. Okay, for displaying, I code it from scratch. So we go to view something. Where is it? View, layout, file, item, article. So item article no image. This means no image. Okay, and in here we are do coding. Oh no. Smaller. Great. Okay, in here we have card view. Android 7, Android support version 7, and when you have a support library, so card view, when you have a support library, you can have extra namespace. Okay, I believe that we have another card view. No. Yeah, we don't have one. So we have extra namespace like app. Okay. So when you use app, you're gonna install it. I'm gonna explain it later, but for now, bear with me. So we have a namespace app. So the namespace app gonna be parsed by the library. Okay. So whenever you see namespace Android over here, it means it's gonna be parsed by Android, and try to code appropriate Java code. Whenever you see an app namespace, it means you know that it's gonna be parsed by library, a support library, and it's gonna call Java object of support library. Okay, so the support library is just for support different version of Android. We have Android 7, Android 6, Android 5, Android 4. So using support library, you gotta be guaranteed that you're not gonna be crashed. Okay, so Android guarantee you that you use support library to guarantee that you not crash from different version and try to keep the consistency. Okay, so whenever you see the app namespace, it means it's gonna be later be parsed by the library, the support library. Okay, Android namespace gonna be parsed by Android short code, and the app gonna be parsed by the library. Okay, remember that. And then we have elevation. I love 6dB. Okay, and you know that we don't see the elevation, right? Who knows how can I code so that I can see the elevation? Because the screen is too big. It's match barren, right? So we could not see the elevation. How can I show the elevation? Use your creativity. Come on, easy. Great. You're the best. So we have tools, right? For design purpose, why not? Layout hay. I can put in random numbers with sorry. Yeah. So we see the elevation, right? Okay. It's a little bit hard to see from the presenter, but it's okay. And we now have use combat padding. It means it's gonna take the elevation as padding. Okay. So let's see. See the difference? So it's gonna count the shadow as padding too, so that the shadow not gonna overlap to each other when the two items is too near. Kind of. Yeah, great. And then we're gonna have a text and images. Okay, that's it. Images go first. So I want images image view, right? And then I want, you know, match parent, height, who knows, wrap content, I don't know. ID, I gotta put in here ID, EV cover something, and a short, we don't know short, right? Two short, right? And symbol, I have a symbol image for you. And if you take a look, it's gonna be a little bit padding white on the top here. See? So we can do adjust view bound, I believe. Too. Yeah. Get rid of that. Scale type. Many scale type. I don't know. I love center crop. Let's take a look. And text view. We're gonna need a text view. Okay, it's card view, right? So we need a line layout, right? So that we can display the image first and text view later. So I put in here a line layout. A match pattern. So when you're using recycle view, do you know that you have to update this to wrap content? You know? You only use recycle view, right? So if you have match pattern, the view is really big, right? Right? So remember wrap content. And orientation here is vertical, I believe. And gray. And this view we're gonna have match pattern. It's gonna wrap content. Okay, so I don't want the text is too long because it's gonna make your UI is really ugly. So I want a max line 3. I only want three lines. So I'm gonna have some logarithm. Oh my god, we're running out of time. Excuse me, please. Excuse me. And then you copy this test, symbol test. So that you took a look at the design. Text gonna be this. Okay, it's great. And I want a little bit margin. 40 dB is good enough. Okay, and then when the text is too long, you have ability to add, to make ellipse something, I believe. I don't remember ellipse size, right? So you can cut down the text, right? So for example, I want n. It's a little bit hard to see, but you take a look. Yeah, when you click, when you choose n, it means you have a 2 dot at the end, right? So maybe you want a middle. A middle. Weird. I think it's, yeah, it's different option. You can try it at home. I don't remember all of them, so I just keep with the n. Okay. Okay, we have everything, and with an ID for it, right? An ID mean you know, TV snippet something. Great. And snippet, sorry. Okay, so we have a layout, right? We'll head back into that after. So who already know how to use view type for recycle view? Raise your hand. View type, different view type. So we have a list of items. We have different view type. Sometimes have an images, we use article, item article. Don't have the images, you no item article, no image, right? So we can do something like this. So we have get view type, return an integer, see, and we're gonna have private. I gotta declare some type. We know that it return an integer. So for easier, I gotta do something like this. Static final. Try to use final as much as you can. Okay. No image gonna be 0, and it's an integer, and I don't know how to name it. Normal. Okay. So please, we know that we have an article, right? So just get the article out at that position. Okay. So somebody please help me do this. Somebody please. I know that I need to return no image, normal or normal. So when will I return no image? When will I return no image? Here? No media. So we have article here, we have get multimedia, right? So the condition is article, multimedia, not new, and article. I just make sure that not new. Okay, and the size is okay, right? and return image, right? Sorry, normal, and finally return image, no image. Does it make sense? The multimedia object is not new, and it had a side. It had at least one images, right? And return normal or return no image. Okay, so when you go for doing programming in real life, I'm gonna suggest you put this method out, because you know that when another developer come in and read this code, it's gonna take some time so that the brain can read the logic and understand what's happening in the logic, right? So when the logic becomes so complicated, it makes your brain really tired. So I really care about that. So I read a lot of books, so that when you read a piece of code and the logic becomes too complicated, you will start feel tired, and you gotta do mistake. Okay, so keep your code simple. For example, I can do something more readable, like is normal has images. Okay, pull in and put in here a position of the article, and I just put this guy out and put this guy out and return this, right? And hash images add image at position. Okay, so when I'm a developer, I come in here and read the code. I know, oh, has image in normal, don't have image in no image. Done. I don't care. I don't care the method. Okay, I don't care. I just don't care. I know. Oh, okay, it's good. And I have set a bunch of time instead of putting that logic. And some people come, what the fuck is this guy writing? Okay, so it saves a lot of time. Okay, remember, keep your code clean. Okay, and then we have it over here. So we know that we have two different view holders. So let's create it. We have view holder name, no image view holder. Let's extend a view holder something, and gonna implement some method. We know that we don't need file view by ID, right? So we just file view dot ID TV snippet, I believe, and text view TV snippet. Sorry. Okay, so in here just button I by this view, I believe. Great. Okay, I just do the same thing for a normal view holder. Okay, so it just is them from view holder, I believe, and then it's implement some method. You know that it also have this guy, but it's also have an ID cover. So like this, copy and paste. Okay, great. Question? Easy stuff. Okay, and then in here we have view time, right? So the view time here is taking from this method. They already implemented for you. They also have on create view holder for you. You don't have to check new for current view. You don't have to decide when to set reference the view holder when So they do everything for you under the hood. So you understand this view and you're doing this. It's good for you. Okay. So in here you just if a squig is good. View type equal to no image, right? Else it's no image, we return a new no image view holder, right? And in here we'll layout inflator form. You know that we pass in the context object, right? And we try to inflate no image layout, right? Fonts, parent, Polaroid code, nothing much. Who knows what's wrong with the code? Who know? It's good here. No image view holder. It's supposed to be good. New. Oh my god. Sorry. And then I don't need this. Just put it here. Okay, good enough. Okay, and then I got copy and paste this guy, put it in here. It's gonna be a normal view holder, right? And the article, item article. Great. Okay. Is it hard? Question? Question? Hard? Is it hard?
One fits in the view holder to image view by text view. Second one, ID cover.
Yeah. Oh, great. You're the best. Thank you. Image view, right? And then on by view holder, you just check for the instant. Okay. So you can get view type again. You can get the view type again. Okay. You can get view type, put in here position, and then you can go ahead with it. But for me, I you know, it's more safe way. Okay. It's more safe way to do this. It's make sure you're not gonna crash, right? Something maybe someday you have mistake with the logic in the hash image add, but because the instant of gonna protect you. Okay, so if instant of no image and we'll do something and else we'll do something else, order is you know, instant of normal order. Okay, so I put in here two new method. So I don't want to make this method too big, so I want to check it out. By no image view holder, I'm gonna put in here holder, but I want to cast this, right? Cast it into no. Okay, I create the method first. So I have whenever you see by action, it means fill in data. By fill in data. By is fill in data. Kind of. And no image. By no image, and you put in here the no image view holder, and I'm gonna buy data in that method. Create another method for by a normal, something, normal, and normal builder. So I just call the method here. So I try to keep the method as small as possible. So in here, cast. So this cast not gonna throw any exception. We will only check instant now. Okay. So we have two ways, right? The first way is get view type at position, and that's gonna be equal to no image, right? Okay, doing this way is good, right? But it's not really 100% safe, right? So you still get flashcard exception here, right? So if you're doing something like this, 100% you're safe. Maybe you get the logic wrong, but at least you're not crashed. Okay? So and then we're gonna pi in here, pi normal, and normal view order. We are good enough. What's wrong with this? Oh, great, nice. And then in here we have buy data, right? So pretty easy. No images, TV snippet. We set the text. We know that we could get the article from the article list, article from the article list. Oh, we don't have a position. Okay, so maybe we just get the article here. Position. And then we're gonna pass in here and pass in here. So wherever you see this line, you can use Alt Enter or Command 1 as say master your keyboard. Okay, you just enter, bam, you're good to go. And snippet, same here, but we need click, right? You can use click because so it's up to you. With context, I believe. With context, load the URL article dot multimedia, right? So we need to get the media out. Media article, we have a list of media. We only want the first one, not gonna crash because we only check the hash image over here. Yeah, we're not gonna crash here. And we have media, media.get URL, right? Into wrong parenthesis. Okay, into holder.ip cover. Great. And maybe we'll do center crop. No, not next section. Okay. Question? No? Okay. And then we gotta run. Go back to short activity. We create our adapter, article adapter something. Okay, great. And then we want to set up. Okay, you see that I try to keep the method small. So when I come here, I know, yeah, I will set up view, set up ABI, I will search. I care about logic. I go to search. Care about ABI, I go here. So keep the method small and readable, so that all the developer can come and see and know that what they are looking for. Okay. So you need article. We don't have one. So maybe I'm not gonna expose this guy and just new an article. Right, this. Okay. Because at first we don't have anything. Okay. And then we need context here. Just put this, the context. And recycle view, right? Set adapter. Is it good enough? Can we run this now? Why? For recycle view, we need one more thing. What is that? Who knows? Who knows? Layout manager. Great. So we set layout manager. So this time I'm not gonna use linear linear layout manager. I gotta do something different. A stagger grid layout manager. It's something that Pinterest style, you know. I'll show you. So we have a layout manager. We create how many tabs we have left. Yeah, still a lot. Stagger. We want 2 column, right? We want 2 column. I'm gonna show you later. And I believe I put here the 2 column and orientation, right? So you just orientation vertical. So you know that this method is a little bit long, right? It's hard to see. You can go down, or you can just delete this guy and try you alternate enter. Again, see? Find the stagger, enter, and you're good to go. Okay? So actually in here there are import like this, import static. Okay? Keep your code cleaner. Then we set it in here. Okay, great. I think it's good to go. And one more thing we need after we search. So after set up the view, set up the API, and we do a search right away. So in the search here, we have a search result. Right? So we need to update the adapter, right? Need to update the adapter with new data. So we have adapter set data. I don't know. So search result get article. So in here, set data, and I'm gonna do this dot article. Maybe I gonna make it new article, more readable. Okay, and then oh, because it's a final object, you cannot assign a final object again. So I prefer something like this. I want to clear it, and then I'm gonna add everything back again. Okay, so I don't need to recreate object again and again. So when you assign object, okay, then that object, then the own object has no reference, and maybe garbage collection gonna come in and check that object. We don't want garbage collection to come too many times because it's gonna slow down your application. So I prefer a way to just clear data and get it again. Okay, and then I want to. What is the method to update, to reset the adapter? Notify data set. Great. Notify data set change. Okay, easy. And in here, if you take a look, I have a listener here. It's nothing much. So listener is just an interface with on result. It's just like on click listener, right? On click listener I have same thing in Java, I believe. Yeah, I just on click listener I have an on click method that to pass in the listener, and inside I gonna call it back for you. Cannot. I just might make it. Listener, I pass in a method that call the API, and after the API finish, I gonna on result. Nothing much, right? Body different from new. Handle complete. Handle complete just close the loading, the loading progress bar, kind of, and the listener here. So this is Java 8. So if you don't want Java 8, Java 7, yeah, it's good to go. But if you do Retro Lambda, yeah, much more beautiful and readable. Okay, okay, run it. So if I'm lucky enough, it's gonna run or it's crash. Let's see. I'm lucky. Okay, so this image is too big, you know, too big. We're gonna fix it later. Yeah, fix it later because of the center crop. Okay, we're gonna try to fix it later. So one more thing, I want to do a lot more for you. Okay, I want to do a lot more for you. So I gotta have a function named search more. Okay, I want to do it. So when you search more in a request object, you know, we have a next base function. I only have for you. So nothing much, just increase the base. Okay, okay, and then we want to show the pp load more, right? In the bottom, set visibility to visible, right? And then we're gonna fetch article again, but this time, okay, one more thing in here. Whenever you reset an article, maybe you know, you want to scroll the recycle view to top, right? Scroll to position, okay, 0, high up, and then in the search more, we can have different thing. So when you search more, we're not gonna reset the adapter, but we want to add more data in the bottom of the adapter, right? When you search more, we want to add it to the list. We don't want to reset the list, right? So in here, again, we're gonna have add data, right? Append, okay? Just create that method here, append. So in here, we're not gonna clear it. We just want to add, right? Add on. But we want to add to the next position, right? So we know that next position, I gotta get the next position out. So the next position is the next position we want to add into the list, right? You know that the list have article.size item, but it's run from 0, from size -1. So the next position is article.size, right? The next position is article.size. So we just put the next position over here and new article, sorry, same name. Great. And then finally, we want to notify data, but we don't want to notify a whole list of data, right? So whenever we notify a data set change, it's gonna call on by view holder. So you have 10 items, you call notify data set change, you're gonna call by view holder 10 times. No, it's gonna call only something on the screen, okay? And then we don't want to notify everything, right? We just want to notify the new stuff added, right? So we have notify rank insert. They only support it for you. The position star and the item count. So you only know that the position star is net post and the item count is new article.site, right? Okay, okay, we are good to go. Oh, one more thing. We don't fire the lot more, right? We have not used this method. We have a way to do this. So there are a couple of ways to do this. But I will try to a simple way first. Okay, a simple way. So we know that we have this guy. Okay, and we want to load more when we reach the last item, right? We reach the last item. So I will create a listener. Okay, class. Sorry, interface. A listener, right? And void on load more. So from outside, I have put in this listener, right? Oh, I have to try to do not final. Okay, a setter. I need a setter, set listener. So pair with me a little bit. It's not hard. Okay, a listener, and I want that when the by view holder. Yeah, when the position is gonna equal to article.size -1, it means the last position reached, right? And then if the listener is different from new, right? And then we're gonna unload more, okay? Right? So outside we're gonna do something like this. So we in the view, right? Here we're gonna set listener. Where is that? Public void list listener is over here. New listener. Oh, adapter. Sorry, my bad. Yeah. So you see, it's like the way you do on click listener, on long click listener. So I just might make the way Android do. So we set in the less listener, and then inside that, whenever a condition reach like this, we're gonna fire the listener, and outside we're gonna have this callback, right? And in here we're gonna set lot more, right? Set more or something. And Java 8 and Java 8. Okay, okay. Java 8, Java 8 -1. Okay, and we're good to go. Literal lambda, very beautiful syntax. Yeah. See? The image is not good enough. Okay, we're gonna fix it later. Okay, the image is not good enough. So one of the way is because the image don't know the height first, and then it's stuck like that. So one of the easiest way is we can put in here the height, right? The easiest way we put in the height. Yeah, but maybe the put in here the height is not good enough. Okay, if we still have time, we will do something like this. We will take the height and the width here and try to do some math. Okay, so we want to keep the ratio, right? And we also know that the width is half of the screen. The width of the item is half of the screen, right? And we also have the height and the width of the real image. So we can do some math, right? Whole ratio multiplied by the width, and we have the real height of the item, right? If we still have time, we will do that, but we will do something more. Okay? Question? For now, we still good. Okay? We will do something. How many times we have? Oh, a lot. So we will do something more interesting. A menu, an action bar, right? So currently we don't have anything here, here. So we will do action bar. Okay? So we'll create a new folder named menu, I believe, and we'll create a search menu. Yeah, search menu. Where is that? I think we have here. We have a menu file. Where is that? Yeah, a menu file. So menu search, great. And we are try coding. So don't care about the black text here. Yeah, just Android Studio box. So we'll go do item, and then we'll put in here some required. So what is required? So title is required. So we put in here title. So I already have a title for you. So search, maybe search. Yeah. No. Title? Yeah, search. And icon, we need an icon. Okay, icon. I'll show you a way to do icon. I already have IC sort here. And you notice it's an XML vector. Okay? How can I get that? How can I get the beautiful something like this? I code it by myself? All this? No. We cannot do that. Okay? So I'll delete this first. So use your keyboard again. Generator, Control N or something, Control No, I don't know. Generator, okay. And in here you have vector set. Okay. In here you click on the icon. Many icon for you. So maybe I just short. No. Action, I believe. I find that icon. Some people have me. Where is that icon? Yeah, here, sort. Okay, click on it. Yeah, change the name. Okay, next, finish. And in here it's gonna have black, but easy. Just change this, just clicking on it, change it into white and choose and red white. And using vector, if you notice using vector, 344 bytes. See? If you use an images, no, at least 1 kilobyte. Okay? So using a vector, when you scale your images, it's gonna be really beautiful. When you scale it, make it bigger, smaller, it's not gonna be broken. Okay? And 344 bytes. Oh my god. Keep your APK as small as possible, okay? And if you don't find your icon, your favorite icon, you just vector asset, local file. So if you know Photoshop Adobe, I believe, you can design your logo, put it in here, and you're gonna convert your logo into code, into vector XML file. Okay? Do it at home. And we're gonna use IC sort, right? Sorry, search first. So I already have a search for you. And one more thing, show as action. Okay, so you see that an app namespace. Why? Because maybe in Android lower version, they don't support show as action. They don't support show as action. Only Android from 16, 15. I don't remember. So when you use app namespace, you're gonna be safe. Okay? When you use Android namespace, on some on some device it's not gonna work. Okay, so you app inside, I can do if else for you. So if the version of Android is too low, they're not gonna take this into action, and if the Android is good enough, yeah, check this this property. Okay, so use app when possible. And then we have, so always, okay, never it means it's not gonna never show, and you have a 3 dot icon like this, click on it, it's gonna show, and always it's always show. Okay, and I put in one more thing, a collapse view, so I'm gonna expand it later. When you click on the icon, I want to expand into the search view with a text editor. You can tie on it and you can collapse it back. Okay, tie up. And one more thing is the app class action, I believe. View class action view class. Okay, so Ariane is an Android, but I'm gonna use apps because I do know that some device don't support this kind of stuff. Okay, so in here you gotta put in the view class that you want to inflate in here. Okay, so it's not gonna do autocomplete for you, so you have to do outside. So I go head back into my search activity. I gotta find search view. Okay, bam, and we check the class full path. Okay, and put it in here. Okay, so at runtime, they're gonna try to inflate the class for you for free. Okay, and then we put the item, another one, right? Title is short, icon is short, show as action is if room. If room is mean when you still have room, they're gonna show. If you don't have place, they're gonna hide it away. Kind of. And we're good to go. Right. Menu item. Question? Come on. Focus, please. And then we have on create option menu, please. And we have, you can go outside and have phone on items. Yeah, and in here you have on create option menu, right? So just get menu inflator and try to inflate the menu. Sorry, the menu search, right? And menu. We're good to go. And then now I want to configuration the search view. Okay, so I gotta do it in a separate method. Okay, so set up search view something, and I'm gonna pass in here. I don't know. I'll pass in here something. So from menu, you can find item, right? And in here, you have we don't have ID yet, right? So we have to create one. So in here you have ID. So action search, right? And action search. Right. ID, just ID, right? And in here we have action search. Right. And we have tried to move this into the method. Okay. And in here, I'm gonna get the search view out. So it's gonna inflate for you for free, but you have responsibility to take it out. Okay. Man, good enough. And then we just want to set listener on where is text listener. I love. Okay. So return phone or what is it? What is it actually? So when you care about why is return true or false, right? You can click on it, right? And read about this. Okay. So return true if query has been handled by the listener for to let the search view perform the defined action. Okay. So when it's true, return true when you want to consume it, and you don't want the view to take action anymore. Maybe if you don't return true, the view gonna do something like collapse, do some animation or kind of, I don't know. But if you return true, it means you halt the process. You don't want this action to be checked by default or something furthermore. Okay, so you turn true when you will say, okay, I'm gonna handle this. Please don't handle it by yourself. Okay, try to stop the action. For example, I only care about on query text submit. Okay, when it's submitted, right? We're gonna do set request, right? We're gonna put in here the query, right? Bam. And because I don't want it to go further, and then I want to do a search again, right? So the search, you remember the search, gonna call fact article, and in fact article it check the search request in two query map. Okay, so all I have to do is set the query, and later it's gonna two query map for me. Okay, and do anything like this. And one more thing, you have to do clear focus. Why? I'm gonna show for you why we need to have clear focus. Because it's an Android bug, okay? And you know, I don't remember where it is. So Google have a tools so that people can come in and report bugs, and then they fix. So this is a bug of Android. So you take, I don't remember the tools. I don't remember the name of the tools on the website. You come there, you see that when you try to enter or submit a search result, they're gonna call submit twice. Okay, they call this method twice. So Google said that they don't know how to fix that. Okay, because the code is from the Android company. So they suggest that you go clear focus, so that it's gonna call on query test submit once. Okay, I'll show it for you. I'll log it. 1, 2, 3. I don't have this, guys. Let it run. We still have 10 minutes. A lot. Yeah, great. Grass. Let's see. Error. Oh. Get response on. No, it should not new. It should not new. Okay, I gotta run it again. Okay, so maybe some networking stuff that return new. Okay, we should tackle that later, but it means that when we have problem when we get from the internet and this we cannot get this object and return new, and we got problem that maybe we'll tackle it later. Okay, for now what I'm doing, yeah, search. So we click on here, search, and I'll show you that it's gonna this price one, right? Maybe drum. Yeah, see, you got call it twice, and it's if you bug tracker, Android bug tracker. I'll show the bug for you. I don't remember. Android, Google code. Bug tracker. Yeah, forget. I don't remember. But there, that bug do exist. That you can call API twice. That's something we don't want to. It's waste memory, right? And slow the performance. So we want to clear focus. And I'll run it again. Okay, call only once. Great. Okay. Oh, drum. Yeah. Okay. So maybe the image is not good enough, right? Okay. So I want to put a loading for fun. A loading, right? So I have image here, but when the image not showing, I just wrap content. Because it's a tools. It's just a tools, right? Not much. It's just a tool stuff. So I just increase it for fun. Yeah. And maybe I want a loading, right? I want a loading. So what do you think that I should do to have a loading be in the middle of the image? I want a loading in the middle of the images. So what should I do? Who knows? I want a loading in here. Relative layout? Okay. I don't know. I'll try relative layout. Okay. Match pattern, wrap content, put it in here, gray, and then when the image is not showing, I put a progress bar, wrap content, and center in parent. True. Okay. I try to run it. So because the progress bar is under the image, so when the image is shown, it's gonna go away. You see the loading? Too fast. Too fast. Click, do a catching mechanism. So when you show the image again, it's show right away. Too fast. Yeah, you see the loading, right? You know, relative layout, not good enough. Okay, it's too slow. You can use a frame layout, right? Using a frame layout, we don't have layout center, but we have layout gravity. Okay, relative layout slower than linear layout and slower than frame layout. So optimize your layout. Okay, very important. Okay, and then how many times we have? 7 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna do a math step, right? Another. So we know that currently we try to, you know, we try to hard code the height. It's not good enough because some image gonna be lost some part of the image. We're gonna do some math. We just try to wrap content first, right? And then in the adapter, we try to use math to calculate the height, the real height of the image. Okay, so we know that we have height of the image, right? we also know that we have width, right? Of the mid width, right? And then we also know that this image have, you know, the width. We don't know the height, right? But we know the width. The width is half of the screen, right? The width is half of the screen. We just don't know the height. So we can do basic math, right? Ratio math. How can we call it in English? You know? Sailing? Yeah, I don't know. And I don't remember the English name. And you know that we have items width, right? I have a method for you. So take a look at home here. It just get the screen of the screen, get the screen, the width of the screen, and then we just get screen width and divide by 2. This is the width of the image. So the item here is gonna be, who's good at math? Come on. Who's good at math? Some scaling stuff. What is that? You know, item width multiply height divide by width. Okay? Keep the ratio. We keep the ratio, but we know that we need to scale the image to fit the width, right? So that's the formula of the height. Quy tắc tần suất đó. Tiếng Việt. Okay? Vietnamese name. Okay? And then we want to set the height. So in Android, it's not like iOS. iOS, we have holder, IV cover, set height. Android, we don't have one. iOS is designed way better than Android. So they're not going to let you know the code, the suit code, or the code under the hood. So Android, we have to do something like this. We have a layout params, a view group, right? Params, layout params, and then we holder EV cover. So what is the layout param? So layout param is it contains the width and the height. What? Contain the width and the height. For example, we have this guy is layout param. Layout width and layout height. That pair is layout params, right? So we can get the layout param out, right? And then we will set the height to equal to item height, right? And then we will set the layout param again. So set layout params. Great. Okay. Oh, this method is a lot. Maybe I gonna build this method into the media. Oh, I don't know. Okay, it's your job at home. Make this readable. So when I see this as a developer, I come in. Oh, again, I read this and know this method. I wondering what the fuck is this formula, and then spend a lot of time to understand it before I go. Because I'm really afraid that I gotta break this method, right? Yeah, let's run it. I lost the internet. Oh, great. Maybe the iOS class just finished. They take out the Wi-Fi. Do you know the password of this? BS1 LTT 26. Come on. We just run this and we go home. Fuck iOS class. Please help me. BS1 capital and LTT at LTT. Great, thank you. I gotta go to Facebook. It's not working, guys. It's working. Okay. Okay. Okay, it's working. It's not crashing. It's not spread out, right? Wrap content not spread out, and we are good to go. Yeah. So you see, different image, different height. Great. See, but merging is a little bit too big. Just try to fix it at home. Okay. Okay. Great. We still have crash because sometimes the API not return an object good enough. So it's your job to check it at home. Okay. Question? Question? You're good to go? Go home. Thank you, everybody. Try to do when will assignment due, guys? Mondays, right? Great. Mondays. Keep that in mind. At home, please fill in the ideas. You have ideas? Fill it in, please. At home. Okay, fill it in at home. Thank you. Wait. I don't see the videos. Come on. Don't fuck up, please.